Welcome to Kill Team Casuals, a podcast all about Kill Team, filmed in 3 different time zones by 3 different gents. Hold on to your butts, this might be the most spectacular episode yet. Enjoy.
Whoa.
I'm just seeing if I can push.
This looks dodgy. This is Albus oil I'm rubbing into my mustache.
Oh.
Sure. That's what I call my cocaine too.
Yeah.
Just don't worry. This is just Albus oil. Just give me a second.
Woo! Here we are. We're back. It's the Kill Team Casuals, the most casual of all kill teamers. We're joined, of course, as always, by the effervescent Russ from GFN Gaming.
You're damn right. That's me. And up above, the man, the myth, the power, Ben Campbell.
It's your boy. It's me, the guy, and joined as well by our effervescent. What a good word. By our illustrious guest. Wrong word. Rhys from. Did I call you a guest? Our illustrious guest, Rhys from Threes to Wound Gaming. Oh my goodness, welcome, sir.
Thanks for having me, guys, on our show.
Thank you.
Thanks for
a
joining
big
us.
get for us. This is a really big get. Yeah, you've been on the top of our list for a long time.
We talked about, me and Ben were talking about the one person we thought we'd add to the podcast, the one guest we would like on, and honestly, you were the third in that list.
Yeah.
And here we are. We've got you.
Unanimously the third.
And unanimously and the only one available. So thanks for
we only got one veto each, so.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's been let's put it out there. It's been a bit of a lull in the kill
Thank God.
team.
Can we just say that? Can we say thank the Lord for a lull?
Is it dead again?
That should be our clickbait title for this podcast. Is Kill Team dead? Well, let's all make a crazy face for the thumbnail. Perfect.
I think we nailed it. Yeah.
Yep.
The answer's no.
I don't think we need anything more.
If anyone's panicking, the answer's no.
Kill Team is thriving. It's thriving, ladies and gentlemen.
The only
unlike the Votan.
Oh, topical.
Ooh.
Topical.
What's that? That's the pulse of wargaming right there, and that's our fingers
under
on
your
the
finger.
Pulse.
Did you guys see the James Workshop video?
Yeah,
I do love it. I'm not going to lie. James Workshop cracks me up. I think it's fantastic.
That was funny. So good and self-aware for especially for Games Workshop.
Yeah,
that was working on the, what did he say? He's working on the codex for those monsters.
Zotes.
Zotes. A 2-up, army-wide invulnerable save. Yeah, sounds good.
Oh, man. Do you so the only thing I'm seeing now is so many people. Where do you stand? Was it shrewd business or was it just honest mistake? Because I see the world's divided. They're like they leak the full power codex so everyone buys in. But they have changed the rules before all the units are coming out, but the army box is sold out. So I don't know, there's so many people are like, this was a ploy to get you to buy it. And other people are like, it was an honest mistake and they have finally apologized. I do feel like they cannot win. Yeah. Even if regardless, they can't win, can they? Right. I don't know, maybe it was shrewd business.
It's the price of being the big dog of wargaming.
Well,
that's what it is. How does it feel, Ben?
Powerful.
Powerful. Wow. Well, you are Ben the big dog power Campbell.
Ben the big dog power creep Campbell. That's what they call me on the playground. Yep.
Russ, as the meta
the leather
chaser,
pony.
As the meta
well,
chaser,
that was in high school.
I am the meta chaser.
Yeah, Rusty, as the meta chaser,
read the license plate.
Yeah, are you the person that they were getting, the big cheese, as in El Ratty, buying the Votan just because you thought they were going to be powerful? I think that's a good punishment anyway. If you were buying that team just to be good at the game or just to win.
Do you think that was it?
Yeah, maybe
G-Dubs
was taking a side stab at the old meta chasers to be like, here you go, here's a bit, kapow.
Yeah, exactly.
Sucker punch, ka-crash. That'd be quite fun. Shank. They give the old meta gamers a good old shanking.
Shank to the lung, a lung shank. Yep.
Then they all damn. That would be bold. I would respect them a lot more. I would respect them a lot more if they were like, we actually did this to hurt
to say
people
screw
that
you,
buy
meta
the product.
chasers,
Yeah.
to hurt our customer base.
That would be so badass to be like, we don't care anymore about you.
Now that
Oh,
shrewd
love
business
that.
right there. I like it.
James
Like those-
Workshop approved.
Like those records that you're meant to play backwards to kill, to like have the demonic voices to kill yourself, because that's obviously really smart business sense for metal bands to be like, let's kill everyone who's buying the record. Smart move. They're like one of those ones. It's a good plan. It's a good plan. They thought that one through.
Yeah, good
So
stuff.
we have, in lieu of a lot of news, I feel like we have a very special episode today. It's
We
not,
do.
but I'm
It
going to
is.
say it's very special. So
Oh,
No, it
okay,
is
no,
special. This is a special. This is a very special episode. It is. It
Which
truly
is it? I don't. Is it special or not?
It is. I promise
Okay.
that it is a special episode.
I didn't know how to feel. My emotions were in the middle somewhere. I don't know.
ambivalent. Feel ambivalence.
Mm.
You're excited and you're also not excited at the same time. Chew it over.
It's like
but
you're
yes,
excited.
I'm
only
chewing it over.
Not.
I could eat excitement all day. No, that's bad. I could eat a pitch for hours.
Oh God, face off. Anyway,
Nick
so why is it
Cave.
going to be a special? Do you want to tell people why it's going to be a special?
I'm still
episode?
waiting. Yeah.
No,
Oh,
I think you have to guess.
thanks for joining us, everyone.
Yes.
of this-
Play it. No. So today we have our very first patron exclusive Legions
Oh,
of
my
Rush.
goodness.
I keep saying Legions of Rush because it's like Legions of Rust, but you do it like twice as fast.
I have an
That's the
idea.
new game.
I have an idea. The next season is Legions of Rush, and you give us like coded lyrics of Rush lyrics, and we have to guess the Rush songs.
so specific.
amazing.
So, I like it.
What you see about that? Yeah, I think we should do Rush, the band.
I was thinking like Fast Money. Like we got a minute to
Oh.
get. Like that's what I
That
was-
makes more sense. Yeah,
Well-
but we'll do. But it then Legions of Rush doesn't make sense. So in
Yes.
fact, it should be Legions of Rush, and it should be Rush songs.
Right, yeah. Okay.
Done,
Yeah.
done quickly.
Done quickly though. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Legion, Rush of Rush.
Rush
Rush on Rush. No. So, Legions of Rush. We have our first Craig, the Legionary Lincoln, is our first Legionary of Russ, and he's going to be coming on to try and steal from Rhys.
He wants my belt,
It's
baby.
a theft.
We
There's a
gotta take him
goddamn
down.
Theft.
I am Team Craig, guys. I am hardcore
Yeah.
Team Craig.
You want
I
the
mean,
belt. You got to beat
Whoever's
the
got the belt is the enemy. Let's be fair.
Whoever is
has
succeeding,
the belt,
we just have to tear down whoever is succeeding.
Tall
That's
puppy
that's just
syndrome
yeah.
at its finest.
pretty much. Yeah. In
make
the
ourselves feel
normal
better.
heavyweight league of Legions of Russ, you know what? Rhys is a hero. Right now, though, in the Gestinental Championship, he is
He's
a
the villain.
shill and we must kill him. This will obviously be beeped out. So- but yeah, he must be destroyed. It's just, you know what I mean?
Oh,
It's
I haven't
just how
been
it
called
works.
that in hours.
But yeah, so I am rooting for Craig. He's not on yet.
Me
but
too.
I am, yeah. So I've got us, yeah. So we've got three Legions of Russ. I know we mentioned doing orcs, but we're going to keep it classic for our Legion out of respect.
Have
people.
to.
yes,
Have to.
People
I think that's
Out of respect for Craig.
And by the way, if you want to become a Legionary of Russ, and you also want to follow in the footsteps of Almighty Craig, and be on the show, there is a $25 tier on the Patreon. If you for some reason like us that much, and feel like signing up for that tier, the perk for that tier is you get to come on and do the podcast with us and do a Legions of Russ live on the podcast. So if you want to be like Craig and everybody, let's be honest.
If you want to
Let's-
fight
you wanna
for
fight-
the belt,
Everyone
if you want to beat Rhys and beat the belt
braces
off
off him, then you need to come.
then that's how you can do it. Yeah,
that's how you
the
do it.
Legionary of Rust here on Patreon.
I'm honestly
basically,
thinking of joining just so I get the chance.
yeah, you
I don't
can
know how that's
basically
gonna work.
buy, you
That
can
would be
buy your way to
interesting.
the belt, and I like that. This is one of
Pay
the
to
few
win.
sports where you can literally just come in and go, "Hey, I want to compete for the championship belt," and I pay. I pay to the front desk. Let's go.
Now's my time.
I'm going to be
for
out
the
there
price of
having
a meal, for
Yeah.
the price of a restaurant meal. You can come on. You can come on this podcast.
People are going to be like street battling me for Legions of Russ. I'm going to be having lunch and people are like, I paid my $25 and chair to the back of their head. Like, it's going to get out of hand.
You know what? You know what we should do? We should offer like early, ahead of time clues for a price for like $10. For like $10, you get like an extra clue.
That would be class. Imagine that.
Insider
Pay to
trading.
win.
Yeah.
Pay to
Pay
win.
Kill Team Casuals, the pay to win podcast.
I'm just going to
That's
open up
us.
a PayPal tip jar, and if you're playing, just send some money over, and you'll get like a letter or a word. It starts with an S, you know, that kind of stuff. Yeah, this
Oh,
is it.
too good.
We run a clean sport.
good.
We run a clean game here, everybody. It's,
Integrity is one of our
We
core
have
tenets
no
at here.
USADA
Integrity.
here. It is whatever goes.
Why do you
This is
keep
the
getting me to pee
Thunderdome.
in a jar and send it over to you then? What's going on?
It's my own
Well, that's your
personal.
tip jar.
Huh?
That's your tip jar. Yeah.
I collect it at the end of the week. I
You
tip
put your
it, I
tip
tip
in
it
a
all over
jar,
myself.
and it becomes a tip jar. Yeah.
Yeah,
Good God.
like that.
I'm
It's
gonna,
my tip in a jar.
I'm
Okay,
gonna
that's
just-
cut. Yeah.
I'm just going to reel us
It's
in.
my
I'm just
tip
going to
in a
reel
jar.
us in. I'm just going to There was one thing we need to talk about today. Just the one
God
thing.
bless Rhys. Poor
the
guy.
one thing. The balanced data slate. This is Kill Team. We are contracted
We do.
to have
You're
at
right.
least say the term Kill Team 3 times in our podcast, not just in context of our name.
Boo.
Did you guys actually? You know what? If I'm going to talk rules, we're going to
Yes.
play it over. We're going to do it. We're going to
Play it
the
up
intro.
over and
Play
underneath
it
and
up
inside
to the-
yourself.
Play
left
it
to the right.
inside.
It's just a game, rolling some dice for big rules. You can't tell the difference, then you need Rhys's rules.
And there you go. We haven't heard that
Lovely.
for a little bit, so I thought it'd be good just to find an excuse
To remind people.
just to reel it in, just so you guys could see that big hair I once had and the smoke machines and everything else that goes on in my life, just day to day.
Did it really? Yeah, wow. It's impressive.
Have you guys actually read this? Let's be honest, as casuals.
Hold on. I'm just going to say, I know for a fact that Rhys Russ has not. I'm just
I
putting it
have.
out there.
I
You
have
have?
read it.
What?
Wow.
Yes. No. No. I have read bits of it. I have read. I opened the
of
page
it?
and I started scrolling, and I saw that Warp Coven, a team that I have not got the models for, got a couple of buffs.
Yeah.
That's
So
what I
saw
wanted to
that.
say.
Yeah,
And
so the Warp
those
Coven
buffs
thing's
for
pretty
Warp
cool.
Coven are enough. I know it's orc. I almost said orc timber. I know it's orc timber,
So
but
close.
I'm working on a Warp Coven team because there's like 6
Oh.
models. It's like
A
for
Warp
Into the
Coven
Dark,
team,
a WOG Coven team,
a WoW
Mm.
Coven team.
or a Weird Coven. That's a good one that I really
Oh,
like too.
weird coven. I like that.
Yeah, and so the changes to where your rubrics can get up an APL for 6 inches instead of 3.
Mhm.
That's like it's enough for me to buy in. Yeah.
It would be
Oh, wow.
interesting to see how that works with the Into the Dark, being that obviously those your measuring distances still aren't like you can't do it through a wall, like it's not an
Right.
aura. It's still like unless there's a light, you have to measure around walls and stuff like that. So that would be interesting to see if it's a bit of a feels bad when it's ITD, but really good in the big dog world.
Ooh.
I don't know.
See, I think just the opposite. I'm going to say just the opposite.
Ooh.
I think it's going to be,
Wow.
still good on open board, but I think it's going to be awesome in Into the Dark because you just buddy up. Yep, it's time to. Yeah, you just buddy up your guys. Right, each sorcerer gets a rubric, and they're probably like if you send them off into a room, like a room is basically 6. And I know you guys wouldn't know because I'm the only one who's played Into the Dark on this podcast. But
Humble
like if you're
brag,
in a
humble
room.
brag.
If you are in the room with somebody, you are within 6 inches of that person.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
like, so I think it's going to be amazing for Into the Dark. That's just my 2 cents. I could be wrong, but that's just my.
I think it's good because
Well, you.
No,
Well,
Warp Coven
you-
is really
why-
good.
Why I oughta? Okay, I'm stuck. All right.
because I went to all that effort to build the Warp Coven for one of our early challenges.
One of the first.
That was the first one, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, and I literally didn't build just the 6 Marines like Ben is insinuating. I built like a whole roster. So I have anything
I think
that's
Ben
going to
just
make
built the one, right?
Yeah.
Shut up, you son of a bitch.
God, I think Ben.
Anything I think that's going to give me an excuse to make them a bit more feels good, because they are a very complicated team, and I still think
100%.
that one of the everything the sorcerers do is still amazing, but it is also so much to remember, especially when you've got 3 of them. So I do like Ben's idea of the buddy system. I think that's cute. I
like
think it's adorable. I think
That's
they should
fun. I like that.
Yeah. It's it's nice and thematic having their little thrall, thrall wandering around and getting sent to die first, so the sorcerer can have all the fun. So I think it's good. The other one I thought was interesting was the Phobos getting like a strategic ploy. Double thumbs down from Ben. Russ,
is this
double not Reddit.
No, I have seen this one. This is that gives them AP, doesn't it?
Yes.
It gives them piercing. It gives them P1.
That's it, P1.
On bolters. Garbage. Get that garbage out of here.
They do have lethal 5+.
That's
on
true.
those bolters. If you give them that, if you're using the infiltrators, right? So that's not that bad.
It does. It is also yet they get it only if they are yet to perform a charge, fall back on normal move. So
you can't.
You got to station it, so someone's got to literally walk up and be like, "Hello."
Yes.
Yeah.
Double, triple, quadruple thumbs down. Phobos need more than that. Phobos are having a tough go, and this is like. I do like the fact that it's a new. Was it strategic ploy?
Strategic ploy. Yeah.
I like the idea of them throwing in a ploy. That seems fun, but I think it's a garbage ploy. I think it sucks.
I don't think it addresses their
I'm
issue.
very passionate about this.
Yeah, I love it.
I'm coming in hot today. I'm sorry, guys.
Are we ready for Legions of Russ early?
Yeah.
This is going to be a competitive game.
I'm not. I'm actually. Can we just let him simmer down a bit before we head into Legions of Russ? Because we got a guest on today.
Ben!
It's all this WAG energy. It's all this big orc energy we've got going
big
on.
Orc energy, yeah.
Big
grind
October
energy.
podcast.
Big squig. Hold on, guys. There's a t-shirt.
Big squig.
Big squig energy.
Oh,
That's good. That's a good
energy.
t-shirt.
I'm on board with Big
Nice.
Squig energy. The last
Can we
of
use
them,
just the nose again? The sniffer
it's the sniffer squig. Yeah, sniffer squig.
Big squig energy. Sorry, Rhys.
No, you're right. Yeah, I don't know why I bothered trying to keep us on track. Really, it's my own fault. I've only got myself to blame. The last one. So we'll say so far, Warp Coven, good.
Yeah, that seems decent.
Phobos, a bit thumbs down. We're not.
What was the other one?
And then the last one was the novitiates. Which was
what
a
did they get?
A bit of a tone down. So they got the auto chastiser equipment became more expensive because it was kind of an auto take basically.
From 1 to 2 points.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's quite a big one.
And that's going to stop them. That's going to really stop them.
And this one was the one that actually surprised me that this took that long to get fixed, is you can no longer use an act of faith to change a dice that you've re-rolled. So basically everyone was double dipping. You'd basically go, that didn't go the way I wanted, re-roll it, still didn't go the way I wanted, now I'm going to use an act of faith to change it.
Yeah, that feels like that would be like the classic you can't re-roll a re-roll.
Right.
Yes.
Like it feels like the wording is you can re-roll, but you must choose that.
Yes.
But yeah, I guess that's never been that. Oh, fair dues.
I think that's, again,
fair dues.
rules as written versus rules as intended, probably a little bit there.
I don't know how strong that is. How I guess that seems pretty good, but I've never played the novitiates to know that that's like their main thing. That's why they're good. Presumably, that's not why they're good, right?
Exactly. I mean, the fact that they can just make things happen is why they're good. So this feels to me like more of a clarification than it does like a nerf. You know, like the auto chastisers is a nerf, but this feels more like a actually than a in my opinion.
Guys, you're playing this rules as written versus rules as intended, which is you can't obviously then pick. That's fair.
someone
fair.
going,
That seems
it
like
doesn't say I can't do that. And you're like, yeah, but it doesn't mean you should, you know, like.
I know that
Whack-
guy. I've
the
played with
whack
that guy.
player, the win at all costs.
So
whack coven.
That's obviously me.
I'm very excited as a Kill Team casual, as Ben brutally pointed out before about everyone with ITD. I'm still yet to play my first game, but I will today. Today I have it lined up, and it'll be a battle report. I'll be doing it as well, so people can see all my terrible mistakes. And it's
Exciting.
going to be
Nice.
an interesting matchup. It's going to be the Custode or Custodes, depending who you are and how you say it,
Spicy.
versus the Wormblade. So I'm excited.
Custodies are going to win.
Yep. But by how much? That's all you need to know. We're betting on the line, everybody. We're betting on the line.
That's a tough matchup. That's a really tough matchup, honestly. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll be piloting the
one.
Wormblade because they're my boys and girls of the star children of the Star Gods. So I'm ready to lose.
Hey, quick question.
Speaking
Rhys.
of ready to lose, no.
Oh, what a great segue. Do you have a favorite cult, or what is it? What are their sub-factions called?
Oh, yeah, cult creeds or whatever. Yeah.
Do you have a favorite one?
Twisted Helix, just because it sounds like a 80s metal
It is pretty
band.
cool.
In Big Boy, I've been actually, and that this is not just because Russ said it, but no, I have been running Twisted Helix predominantly, or Cult of the Four-Armed Emperor.
That's cool. Yeah,
Get your own
I like
cult,
the.
mate.
Is
Yeah,
it
no.
was it the poppers? What are they called?
The Pauper Princes.
Popper. I like them. Yeah,
Not the chicken popcorn princes. That's a different one. It's a different
that's a glam
You heard it
band. That's an
here
80s
first.
glam band. Yeah.
The chicken.
Chicken poppers.
That's like a 60s hippie band. Yeah, chicken papas.
So today it's the most important, it's the best ever Legions of Russ, because we have a guest. Play it over.
Good luck to us, we'll only say this once. It's finally time for Legions of Russ.
And we're in.
Oh,
John
my
Mayer.
goodness.
John, what an intro.
And
As you can
we're
see,
joined by the man,
What?
the myth, the legend, the legionary, Craig himself. Welcome, Craig.
Craig,
How you
welcome,
doing, man?
Craig.
Legionary.
Thanks for having me.
We were just quickly talking prior, while you were in the green room, we were just quickly saying, hoping that you understand the amount of pressure that you're carrying coming into this competition.
This is a first.
You're the people's champ.
Yeah.
That's what you are now. Like, you come
Yeah.
in with their hopes and dreams
Yeah.
on your shoulders.
I'm pretty good at crushing those, so let's see how that goes.
Oh,
Oh, I like it. I like this Craig
Set the
energy.
bar
Nice.
low
We got
and
some-
you'll never fail.
he's we've come in with this this wrestling style mentality, and this is what it's going to be. There's foes, there's heels, there's baby faces, and we've got a community champion in our midst now. So
Craig,
welcome
the
one.
Dream Crusher.
Yeah,
That's it.
crushing
The
my own
Dream
dreams.
Crusher.
Craig, the dream crusher.
So
All right.
welcome one, welcome all, and specifically welcome three. The Guestinental belt is once again on the line. We have the reigning champ, the man, the myth, the moist, Rhys the slippery salmon is in the house.
Boo with me, Craig. Boo.
Boo.
Boo. Join Craig. Boo.
Boo.
Thank you, Craig.
Hey,
We
what
are
the hell,
joined.
Craig?
We are joined by two titans, and we have two challengers looking to claim gold today. We have Ben the Power Campbell.
Boo.
Winning in real Legions of Russ, by the way. The current
Doesn't
champion
count.
in regular Legions of Russ.
Stop
Cut
living in the
that.
past.
Redact that
Stop living in the
statement.
past.
Doesn't matter.
It's a whole new league.
And we have our newest challenger. It's Craig the Dream Crusher. How is everyone feeling? Are we ready?
I'm ready.
I'm anxious. Trepidation.
Craig's ready. Do we have books prepared? Are people ready? Are writing stuff down? Are people?
Yeah, I brought my
do it.
notepad.
We've got two notepads, and Ben's still got his glasses on. This could be anyone's game.
I got
in
a
his
brain.
head, and that's a dangerous place to be in Ben's head.
This is yeah.
Truly it is. Truly is.
So we have round 2 of the Guestinental Cup, and we have 3 Legions of Russ and a tiebreaker should we need it, just in case. And that's an easy one. But we've got 3 to go first. Take a breath. Are we ready?
Is there any first-time players, Russ? Does anyone need to know?
Oh, yeah,
how the
good
game
point.
works?
Okay, so Legions of Russ. What the hell
you
is it?
started
What the
KTC
hell are we
on
doing
episode
here?
11.
So, Legions of Russ, we're looking at a chapter of 40k Space Marines, and there's cryptic clues / riddles / mad brain dribble coming out of my head, and you have to guess the clue, which will tell you what legion or chapter specifically we're talking about. They're not well-known chapters, and you get a little bit of lore if you correctly guess it. If you guess it without any hints,
prize.
that's 2 victory points. If you need follow-up clues, that's going to be 1 victory point. If at any point you can guess partially correct, you get half a victory point. So there's points up for grabs all along the board. That doesn't make any sense, but that's going to be in the final edit because we're not cutting it out. So that is how you play Legions of Russ. If you need to guess, I'm going to have to stress the rules here because we had an upset last time we had the Guessentimental Cup, Greg. I'm not going to lie. It needs to be a Craig. You can, if you want to go by Dream Killer, you can, but some sort of identification and then guess. Ben, Rhys, same for you. If you're on home traveling, guess the same way. Just say your name and that's your buzzer, and then come in with your guess.
What if I say Dream Crusher?
If you say it 3 times,
Craig gets
in the
a
mirror,
free-
Craig will appear.
Okay, just checking.
Terrifying.
I'm going to write that down.
If Craig just punches up, and I'll just animate a fist that comes up under Rhys. If he says your name, he's going bam like that. I got it. Okay, I think that's the rules. I think everyone's caught up at home. Let's get into it. Let's get into the first Legion of Russ. Okay.
Feeling it.
Let's do it.
Okay. Are you ready? I know I ask a lot. Here we go. I'm going to bring up the clues. So I'm going to be a bit gentle. The first one is 2 words. There's no words in between. Stop avoiding the truth. It's never off. In the grim dark, there is only again and again. This goddamn boat still has no motor. So, word 1 is stop avoiding the truth. It's never off. That's your first word.
Ben.
Oh, no. What is this?
Ben? I'm shooting from the hip, baby. Okay,
is this you kind of like
John Wayne? This is a partial.
it?
Yes, this is a partial guess. Warriors.
Yeah, you cheese.
That is correct.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, hell's teeth. There's still 2 points open, though. Ben has not yet.
Clawing and scratching for whatever points I can get here, okay?
Stop
So that's
avoiding.
0.5, half a point for Ben so far. Oof. That was a fast one. So we'll just look at the first half then. So we had the second half in the grim dark. There was only war. Oh no!
Oh, you.
What is this?
This might be wrong, but is it Lion Warriors?
Oh my god! It is.
What?
It is Lion Warriors.
Whoa!
The champ is
Whoa!
here.
Oh no!
2 points right off the bat. I feel like this is my fault. I feel like I feel like this is my fault.
It is.
Oh my god!
100%.
I'm losing, and it's my fault.
So Lion Warriors, stop avoiding the truth. Lie, it's never off. On. In the grimdark, there is only war. Again and again is Rhys, and this goddamn boat still has no motor, which is oars. That was Lion Warriors. That was one of the fastest gets yet. I think I'm to blame.
I feel disappointed.
Craig, how do you feel? The first game, it's as a lot of first times, it was over very quickly.
Yeah. It was very fast and unsatisfying, but that's okay. There's always next time. I didn't even get to write the whole thing down yet.
I didn't even say it twice all the way through when there was guest.
I didn't even ask you to repeat it slowly.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll go. The next one is more difficult. I thought I would open up easy on that one, so that one was maybe too easy. So the Lion Warriors are a Codex Astartes compliant Space Marine chapter of unknown founding, unknown origin and founding. Ben, what else is known about this chapter in Imperial Records?
Nothing.
That's the one. So there are. It's quite a decent color scheme. It's all gold, as
Yeah,
you might
check this out.
you might imagine, because it's Lion Warriors. It's kind of like Custodes. They got a single solitary red knee, which looks quite cool. And as you imagine, their pauldron iconography, it's a lion with a mane. So it's pretty decent
cool.
profile. There's on the left it's going like that. It's pretty cool.
They're very
But
close
I
to
hate them
the
now,
Celestials.
obviously.
They're very close to
Yeah.
the Celestial, which is my team, which is my Marines. And that's why
I'm not going to lie, Rhys. I wanted someone else to get that first one. 2 points is too much of a lead. This is
gonna be hard to
personally
overcome.
upsetting. Yeah, well, there's still 2 points, and this next one is very unknown.
Okay.
I know I don't say that a lot, but this is
Oh boy,
very unknown.
what a strange
Yeah.
turn of events. Okay,
Exactly. Okay, so is everyone ready for the second one? I don't care if Rhys
Ready.
is. Craig, are you ready? Craig's ready. Ben?
I guess. Yeah.
Did you want to
Let's
ask
go.
me?
This one, no. This one is one word. I'm pausing for the enormity of that to sink in. It is one single word. So obviously, I'm just breaking it down to give you this one. So, sorry, I should play it over.
Good luck to us. We'll only say this once. It's finally time for Legions of Russ.
And we're back in from the logo. The sting is done. Obviously.
Craig is just can't understand what is happening most of the time. The magic of this podcast has been torn out of his brain. He's seeing the ugly truth.
This
That
is how the
it's
sausage
held
is.
together with gaffer tape and children's tears.
Okay. This is the one. Craig, I'm feeling very confident about this one.
Okay, good.
I think this is your one. Okay, so, Craig, this is for you. Hell, it's warm today. Get this on. Let's have a cold drink, but just a tiny bit. If the computer isn't working, we'll have to call these guys again. Apparently, this makes you human, according to a pope. I like that there's no one immediately guessing, so I'm going to go back over it again. Hell, it's warm today. Get this on. Let's have a cold drink, but just a tiny bit. If the computer isn't working, we'll have to call these guys again. Apparently, this makes you human, according to a pope. How's everyone feeling?
I
How
think
is
I've got
everyone
some
feeling?
parts.
One word for these ones. Just the one word.
Would you repeat that, please, sir?
Sure. Slightly slower,
Please.
please. Hell.
Oh,
Apologies. Hell, it's warm today. Get this on. Let's have a cold drink, but just a tiny bit. If the computer isn't working, we'll have to call these guys again. Apparently, this makes you human, according to a pope. How are you guys doing?
Can't even guess for half a point on this one. Not even a half a point.
I was
on the
going to say,
drive.
because it's one word. I'm hoping someone's going to...
what about a
Gonna-
syllable? Can you
Yeah,
point
no.
for a syllable?
No,
Craig.
nothing for a syllable.
Craig, how we feeling, sir?
I think I might have like a one or two things, but also it could. I'm not very confident in that. So, yeah.
Okay, so you're further along than I am. Okay.
Yeah. Sounds like where
checking.
I'm at.
This is the one. This is the hard one because there aren't any. It's going to be hard to get straight off
Yeah.
without anyone guessing warriors straight off the bat or anything to give you a half a clue. So it's going to be one
Thanks,
word
Ben.
only. Yeah, appreciate that, Ben. So, does anyone feel confident that they could get it with a few more read-throughs, or shall I move in to clue territory?
I
I'd
think
say I'm far.
clue
I'm far
territory.
away. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I'm in clues.
territory.
just
How
for
you
this
feeling?
the fact that let's not give Rhys a chance to get another 2 up on us. Let's go to 1 point territory, even if it's just for that.
Craig, did you want to fire from the hip?
Yeah,
Did you
just
manage
it
to
can't
put
hurt.
any of them?
No,
Just shoot. Yeah, shoot from the hip.
I mean, I got no hips to shoot from for the first part.
Honesty. I like it. I like it.
That's fine. We can move into clue
Yeah, that's fine.
territory.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. So, let's start at the end.
Okay.
because it feels like the appropriate place to start. So apparently this makes you human, according to a pope. I'm going to say that this is a pope and not a pope. If that helps
I
you
was thinking
at all.
like this. It was like sin, like air or sin is what I was thinking.
You might not be wrong.
Oh, did I just give a hint? Son of a gun! I saw Rhys's eyebrows go.
So this is based on a quote. The second part of said quote would mean that you would be divine. And the Pope is the a Pope is the person who said the quote. I'll give you it now because I feel like this wouldn't be too much of a hint. It's Alexander Pope. Is a quote from him. So apparently this makes you human, according to a Pope, and that is Alexander Pope. Let's go back, moving back. So has anyone got a guess at this stage, or shall I continue with the clue train? Choo choo.
All aboard.
Yeah, please give us some more.
Sorry, I just went straight into Crazy Train. If the computer isn't working, we'll have to call these guys again. This is a department in an office.
I
think
got
this
that
is
one.
Yeah, I feel like that was an easy one. So the problem with this is it might not seem like it's a word. I think honestly that's the issue with this chapter, that it's not really a word.
Is it an orc clan? Is that what we're dealing with right
No,
now?
it's just a word I made up. I just threw some vowels and consonants down, and that's what you're guessing.
Did you found this chapter?
Anything. Yeah, 20 minutes ago, Craig. This is my own chapter. I just
The Russ
headbutted the
founding.
keyboard. I just went bang. That'll do for Legions of Russ.
The 23rd Russ founding.
So let's have a cold drink, but just a tiny bit. What might you do if you just have a? I'm gonna demonstrate what this is.
Ben?
Oh,
No, this can't be
Ben?
it.
This is going to be
can't
1
it.
point.
This can't be it. This can't be it. I know it's not it. The scimitars.
It's not. No,
I know.
I
it's
don't.
it
I
couldn't
actually
be.
think you didn't get any of it right. No, I guess technically there is an I and a T in scimitars, but if anyone's looking to pick up any clues from what Ben just said, burn that. That doesn't help you. So don't listen to that one.
Oh,
Ben,
I love
So-
Ben. See, now that's shooting from the hip. Ben,
that's like a
I
drowned
don't have the
Eggles
hips,
moment
but
where
I
he was
still
like,
shoot from
"Ka-ka."
them anyways.
That's a
Yeah.
borderline educated
That was a
guess.
blunderbuss shot, but he shot.
Cold
It was
drink.
in his own foot. So the beginning of this one, I'll give you a hint. Hell, it's warm today. Get this on. This is an abbreviation for something that you might put on if it was warm. So if it was super warm, I'm going to give you a bigger hint. This is not something you are likely to find in a home where I live. We have radiators. That's a big clue. I feel that's a big clue. We don't need this because, sometimes we do. But for like
What do
3
you
days
put
a
on?
year.
When it's hot, you take things off.
Do you, Benjamin?
Craig, you
Is
got
your full
anything?
name Benjamin, by the way? I just thought I'd ask. It's pretty
It
nice,
is, yeah.
Is
Wow,
it? Oh, lovely.
first time
Yeah.
we revealed that for the podcast. His full name.
That's a first.
Yeah,
That is a
that's a
Kilting
first. That's
Casuals
breaking
first.
news.
It's pretty cool.
You got to be here for that, Craig. That's big.
If nothing else, at least I got to learn that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Benjamin. Yeah, and my social security number is.
I'm really
So-
battling with this one. After hitting
This
it
is
early
an interesting
2-1
one.
up,
Okay.
This
So
one's-
the first one is I said it before. I can't remember. An abbreviation. It's an abbreviation of what you might put on if it's very warm. Hell, it's warm today. Get this on. Let's have a cold drink, but just a tiny bit. So you're just having a. I think we know what the next bit is. If the computer isn't working, call these guys, which is another abbreviation. And then apparently this makes you human. And then the additional will be to to forgive divine?
Craig.
Oh, Craig. Here we go.
Is it?
I'm ready.
I don't know. I might be butch saying it wrong, but is it like accipiter?
That's the one. Accipitors. Boom. That's
guys,
the baby.
Scimitars was sort of close. Scimitars was on the right track. Okay, that was pretty close. Okay, I don't want to steal Craig's thunder because that was you just sniped that. But Scimitars, I was laughed at for Scimitars, and I think I was on the right track. Thanks.
So Russ,
It was one word and I had IT in it.
Let's walk us through it, Russ.
Okay.
Give us that again.
So it's the accipiters, which is hell. It's warm today. Get this on, which is the AC, the air conditioning. Let's have a cold drink.
Yeah.
Let's have a cold drink, but just a tiny bit. So that's sip. If the accipiters. So it's spelt ACCIPITERS. So I could be saying that wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's accipiters or something to that same. But that is what Craig guessed. That is the correct thing, and obviously the end is to err, is to be human, to forgive divine. So that was a quote by Alexander Pope. So that is acip. It is.
It seems like
on
an
the board,
excessive
Craig.
amount of C's in that word, but that's okay.
There is a lot, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. At one point, I just had sip tit written down.
Now that is a logo I would like to see on a shoulder pad. I have no idea what that would look like, but
no, I had sip it soul. I had hell get this on. I'm not sure. I
knew it was air. I knew it ended in air, and I was like, I knew Scimitars was a stretch in many ways, but a scimitar.
Just say it. I feel like you had it.
Say accipiter and scimitar. Say it. They share some of the same mouthfeel, okay? They share a mouthfeel.
They're like,
I was on the right track, is all I'm saying.
Cousins at the very least, yeah.
Yeah.
Mouth cousins.
So the
they have those in
accipiters-
Kentucky, I think. Mouth cousins in Kentucky, yeah.
That's it, yeah. That's official.
Nice. So they are, Ben, do you want to tell us? It's a Codex Astartes compliant loyalist Space Marine chapter of unknown founding and origin once again.
From an unknown word.
Yeah, from an unknown word.
A made-up word.
You know what? I quite like these guys. Their kind of like their color scheme's really cool. But I'll tell you, an accipiter is a genus of bird of prey. Accipitridae, apparently. Most species in the genus are called ghost hawks or sparrowhawks. So you've probably heard of sparrowhawk. Yeah.
You know what would have been a good name for a chapter over accipiters? The Sparrowhawks.
Anything. The Sparrow. That would have been pretty decent, actually. The
better.
Flaming Sparrowhawks.
Yeah.
Oh, shut up.
Flame Sparrowhawks. So their color scheme is pretty good. So they're kind of all black, but they've got like not baby blue, but like a more saturated blue shoulder pad and helmet, and then like a red insignia. And they've got like a nice, I love a knee marking. Not sure why, but I love a good knee marking. And they've got a nice yellow diagonal line over their right knee. I'm not going to say it's not very good. Their logo is just basically the classic Aquila, but it's just one-headed. So it's just an eagle, I guess. I guess it's a hawk. I guess it's probably a sparrowhawk, isn't it? Because that's what the name means. But yeah, it's basically a hawk.
Nice.
Okay, so just to give you a roundup of the scores, we have everyone could win. Ben's on 0.5 point. Rhys is on points. Craig has 1 point. So anyone getting this next one could win.
Craig, you're officially on the board, Craig. You're officially on the board.
I felt like I tripped.
You're the highest scoring guest.
Yeah, you are the highest scoring guest. That's
double
big.
Glass's score.
That's big, dude. That's big.
Yikes.
Let's do
Okay,
it.
no pressure
No
to
pressure.
move in to the play it over.
Good luck to us. We'll only say this once. It's finally time for Legions of Russ.
And we're back in for
Played it thrice. Played it thrice.
All right, give
There
it
we
to us,
go.
Russ.
Back
Give it to us
in.
good.
Whew. The lights are lowered. Is everyone actually? You know what? I'm actually going to lower my lights. Is everyone ready?
Oh.
Yep.
fractionally
Dramatic.
lower lighting because it's getting tense. That's it. I wanted the lights to go bum, 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 bum. Okay. Let's go. You've spoilt it. My Nintendo. You better add something to make it the beginning better. If you must, take my M. I'm going to say it again. You've spoilt it. My Nintendo. You better add something to make the beginning better. If you must, have my M. This is 2 words. Nothing in between. The first word is, you've spoilt it. My Nintendo. That's the first word. And the second word is, you better add something to the beginning. You better add something to make the beginning better. If you must, have my M. How's everyone feeling? Are there any shooting from the hip? Because we do have partial points.
My hips are tingling. I'm not going to lie.
Ooh, these hips don't lie. And he's going to shoot like Shakira. No?
No, not yet.
Wow.
Just wanted to get
Shakira's
excited.
disappointed. How are we feeling?
Craig, how you feeling, Craig?
Mediocre. I think some things I might have some things, but probably not enough to even venture a word yet.
I'll go through it. I'll go through it one more
Take us
time.
through it nice and slow.
Yeah.
So the first word is, you've spoilt it. My Nintendo. So I'm going to give you a little hint for free. So it's the bits that make up the first word are made up of, you've spoilt it, my Nintendo. So there's 3 parts to the first word. You've spoilt it, my Nintendo. And then the second word is, you better add something to make the beginning better. If you must, have my M. So there's the 2 parts there. So you've spoilt it, comma, my, comma, Nintendo. And then the second one is, you better add something to make the beginning better. If you must, have my M. How are we feeling?
Terrible.
Is there anyone that wants to venture a guess, or do we want to move into more egregious clue giving?
Ooh.
Craig, if you could steal a 2-pointer, you could.
I mean, that
win
would be
this thing.
special. That
You
would be
could-
something special.
Win. And we can't let Rhys win. If we drop down to a point, Rhys. Wait, no, it'll go to tie game. If you okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah. Okay. So if no one's got
I gotta be honest here, guys. I say this every time, and I
got
never
nothing.
meant it. I've never meant it more than this. I literally have nothing.
Yeah, this
Okay.
one sucks.
Oh,
No.
Craig, you got something?
No.
Craig,
We're still
do
in
you
2
wanna shoot from
points.
the hips.
Just pull a bin and just let it flow. Let the mouthfeel flow.
Just, whew.
Think of the cousins. Mouth
Legion
cousins.
of Russ works best when the brain is removed from the just straight into the thought and go for it.
That's how I live my
It
life.
feels like, I feel like he's going to get it. Part of me
So
just
do I.
feels it.
I'm
I just
nervous.
feel like he's going to hip shoot this
sweating.
mother and it's going to be like, pow. You know what? Right now, Craig, if you get it right, I'll give you 3 points.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Shit.
Oh, what's going on?
Why do you hate
Freestyling
me,
the
Russ?
rules. Freestyling the rules.
Oh, I like it. I like it. You chewing on something there, Craig?
Kinda.
You chewing
Yeah.
on a morsel?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Do you want to throw it out for a potential 3-pointer? It's not drowning eggles.
I don't think I have enough of like the first part to even go forward with it. I'd hate to move on, but I don't really.
We'll go into clue mode. It
Yeah.
feels like everyone's stuck with the first word. So let's go into
Yeah.
clue mode.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's all I'm stuck on is just the first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. Blah, obviously. I won't even bother with the second part, then Ben's got it.
Right.
So
No.
for the other
Some
guys.
people at home, I'm sure, are
For the other
struggling.
guys. So we'll start at the end of the first word. So it is, you've spoilt it, my Nintendo. So Nintendo, it is an abbreviation for a Nintendo. So it feels like Craig might have that one. Okay. My is just it's just another word. It's a 1-letter word that kind of means
Come on,
my.
Craig. Come on, Craig. I want you to get this. I want you to tie Rhys.
And
come on, Craig.
You've spoilt it. Is just a. You know what? I'm going to give you a damn big clue here. You've spoilt it. Could also be something madness. Something madness, but just the first 3 letters of something madness. A sporting thing in America, I believe. It's a month.
Rhys.
Craig.
Is the first word Marines?
It is Marines.
I'm
Give us
sealing
the
up
second
that
part. What's the second
victory.
part? What's the second part?
Marines.
You better add something to make the beginning better. If you must, have my M. Does anyone want to take a punt at the second part? Or the full part now that we know the first is Marine. So it's you've spoilt it, which is Ma, my is I, and Nintendo is NES. So Ma, I, Nes, Marines. It spells that out, basically. Marines, and then it's you better add something to make the beginning better, which I think is the biggest leap. And if you must, have my M. I am going to throw out the mother of all clues here. No, I can't. That's too much. That's too much.
Ben.
Okay. Yeah.
Again, I just want to throw this out here.
Scimitars.
I have nothing.
Oh,
I have nothing.
perfect.
I have
That's
nothing.
what
I'm
you're
just
throwing
guessing.
out there. You're throwing
I'm guessing
out
on.
nothing.
I'm guessing on mouthfeel. Craig, before I guess, do you have a guess?
No, not right now.
Marines malevolent.
No, it's not Marines Malevolent. Half right. It's obviously
Oh, was
Marines.
that
The bit I gave you. Yeah, you're welcome.
The bit we knew. So
Ben.
close. So
Marines
close.
malignant?
No, I'm going to give you a clue. It doesn't start with M.
No, it doesn't. That's all I
Yeah.
had. That's all I was betting.
I figured you were going to work your way through the M, so I thought I'd just cut you out there.
Marines mortary. Marines. Yeah.
So the second word, I know we talked about the first part of the first word being a month. I'm going to throw it.
Ooh, just go for it. Go for it, Craig. Go for
Shoot. It doesn't sound, I'm going to give you a hint. It doesn't sound like it's a Marine chapter. It doesn't make any sense.
I'm gonna okay. Craig. Is it okay? Is it? This sounds really. Is it Marines a stardom?
It's close. It's close.
Follow it up.
I feel like you've
Follow it
got
up,
some
Craig.
stuff.
Follow it up. Follow that up,
Think of
Craig.
a less 40k word. Think of a much more
Is it okay, Craig?
normal word.
Is it Marines astopsies?
Stuff these. It's not. It's not.
Ben.
It's
Marines a stop sign.
no. I figured we were going in that route. I'm going to say that it's the first part is a
Rhys.
shortened way.
Yeah.
Okay,
Please
Rhys.
spell it.
A starist?
No,
Marines a starist? No.
it's not Marine to start. I'm going to say the first part of the word. I think you've got the last part of it, which is if you must have my
Yeah.
M. I feel like everyone's got that. The first part is a shortened. No, Ben's not got it. I know. I'm speaking to Craig and Rhys here. Craig
I got
has it.
nothing.
Rhys has
I
it.
have nothing.
So this is going to be a fastest finger on here. So you get, you better add something to make the beginning better. So when you add something, you augment it, but just the beginning of that. And it's just a month.
Yeah, Rhys.
Rhys.
Marines August?
Yes, it's nuts. It doesn't sound like a chapter at all. Marines August. So it was augment. You better add something to make the beginning better. So just the beginning.
I was nowhere near augment.
Yeah.
I was never
And
going
it's if you must have my M. So it's just ust, aug, ust. Yeah.
Very
It's the
good.
weirdest chapter ever. Marines
I have
August
to look
doesn't
them up
sound
now.
like a chapter.
Tell me about them.
I was going to say you don't need to look them up. I've got them here.
I thought
Tell
the
us
clue.
about
I was doing add A to the beginning, so like add A to start. So that's where I was going.
Oh, I get it now because that makes sense because there's so many ass things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever.
Marine
They
to start,
add
yeah.
the ass.
Exactly.
Yeah, no.
And then
That's a tricky
beginning,
one.
I had start. That's why I think everyone was at
So
a start.
it was
or
the org. Yeah, they was that. I'd say I knew when I did that was going to be the most difficult part. So the Marines August is the classic of unknown forward. Almost nothing is known about them at all. But that's just another way of saying nothing is known. So they are, one of those ones, nothing. They've got a classic red autumnal theme, let's say. It's red and it's got gold trim and they've got gold helmets. They kind of look like Blood Angel Assault Marines. You know, when they used to have the yellow helmets, I think the Blood Angels, the jump pack guys, were all like yellow helmets and like red outfits. Kind of looks like them. They've also got a lovely little stripe, a little yellow stripe on their knee pads. And their logo is actually pretty cool. It's the classic command skull. And then it's got like a V and, well, I guess dual Vs above it. So it's got a little diamond and it looks very Roman-esque. It's quite cool. It's a good one. Marines August. Yeah. So if I'm correct, Craig got that when it was worth 3 points.
Oh,
That means
what's Craig's up to 4 points for Craig.
no, Rhys got that, didn't you? So you're on 3.
Congratulations,
You dog.
you've really done
Dog. Do we want? No, I think that's it. Yeah. I mean, we do have a
Rhys,
tiebreaker.
you have a meeting to go
very
to,
quick.
don't you? So sad. You got to
Oh,
get out
yeah.
of here, right? You have to
I
leave,
do,
right?
and
You
that's
have to
why
leave
I'm
right this
guilting
second, right?
this.
You can't.
Yeah.
You can't stay
I
to
have to
bask in this glory, right?
I have to stay long enough to not forfeit the points. Is how long I have to stay for.
Well, I guess that's it. That's it. Rhys has with 3.5. No, 3.5. Yeah, you got 2, and then you got
Yeah.
1, and then you got a half point. Damn it.
He scored in every way possible. It
3.5.
was really embarrassing.
He did, didn't he? That's
did.
bad.
Yeah, but he did. But he lost pretty bad last
And
week.
now he's got to go to like.
Remember that? Remember that? Everyone
when he
last
got-
week when I did good. You guys
And
remember
he
that?
got absolutely
last week?
rinsed. That was
Only as
fun.
good as your last game, Ben. Only as good as your last game.
That was. I honestly, that last Marines August. No part of that made sense in my brain. I didn't have 1% of that. I didn't even have any mouthfeel. I had no mouthfeel on that one.
No mouthfeel.
I think
No,
Accipitus
whiffed it.
was the most
I rolled all ones on that one.
bizarrest one because Accipitus doesn't even sound like a word.
Yeah.
It's just
You,
a random.
You were digging deep.
Yeah,
Props
that
to
was
you, Russ,
some-
for digging
some
real
challenging
deep.
Ones,
Ooh,
definitely.
wading through the lexiconum there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Craig, thank you so much for playing, man, and thank you for being a legend and the support, because it means a whole bunch to us that we get to do this silly things that we do, and it was awesome to have you on to get to try for the guest and mental.
Oh God, get out of here!
Feels
Oh
bad.
my
Feels
God.
bad.
What a jerk!
And now he's going to like some press tour after this. Is that what's going on? He's got to go to.
That's where I'm. Yeah,
Talk to the press.
He's just gonna
Touring
hoist
the,
the belt
touring the
and just-
coast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Craig, what's your favorite kill team? What we got you here?
I liked. So I'm really into stealth suits, but they're terrible. So
They need to be 3 APL,
dude,
don't they?
yes, or
Yeah.
like I
Need
was thinking
3PL.
like a free mission action or something to give them like a little
Yeah.
more.
But that would be good. I
Definitely
like that.
something.
But I guess like
I-
I'm focusing all on Crute now because they just came out and I just finished painting them. So yeah.
Craig the
Nice.
Crute man.
How
Yeah.
did you go about painting them? Did you go
Great,
traditional, or did you give them a bit of your own touch?
I just did like I mean I've never done the slap chop, but I was like I mean I've done Zenithal like with old paint, but now with contrast, sure. I just did like it's pretty traditional, just like a bunch of leather, and then I used like malignant green, I think, from speed paint. And it came out
Speed
pretty
paints
good.
are great.
Ben's a fan of speed paint.
I'm a big speed paint
Yeah,
man
I like
these
'em.
days.
I
Good, excellent taste.
They're good. For sure.
I'm starting to believe Ben has an under the table single person sponsorship deal. They were army painters like, we won't sponsor this show, but you've got
if you
something
mention it, it'll load.
special.
Like Scrooge McDuck just bathing in bottles of speed
yeah.
paint.
That's awesome.
Something's going astray. And have you had a chance, Craig, to play any ITD yet? Have you gone into the dark with the crew yet?
I haven't. I just finished like painting it all, which took forever, way longer than
Good for you, man.
I hoped
You're
it
ahead
would.
of me.
And then like I got it all
It's an
together
ordeal.
and put my hands on my hips and was like, all right, I need a break. Let's step away for a little bit. So I'm hoping like maybe next week I'll try to do one, get one in.
Nice. It's fun, man. I'm a big fan of it. I think you'll like it.
Cool thing. That sounds good.
Yeah.
Well, Russ, I think there's only one thing to do when you're done choking. Where we can say a huge thank you to Craig, and then
Oh my
what
gosh,
do we do?
Craig, you're the best, man.
Craig, the Legionary,
Also,
the
listen,
legend
gotta
that
say,
is.
you roll the dice on this, and it's like, man, we've never talked to Craig, and he's just the nicest, coolest, like great on camera guy. I gotta say, you give me like Dave Grohl vibes. I gotta say, Craig, you give me like some Dave Grohl vibes. Yeah,
I'll take it.
yeah.
He's going to play us
big
out
fan.
too. He's actually doing.
I've got another confession.
Good luck to us. We'll only say this once. It's finally time for Legions of Russ.
Oh my goodness, that was
Holy moly.
a whole round, and that was a real Legions of Russ, wasn't it?
That was a humdinger, as they like to say. Now, Rhys technically won. However,
he's not here, so
he
that is a
disappeared.
forfeit. That is an
sounds
official
like-
forfeit.
yeah, that sounds like an official forfeit for me. And I think that's a community victory, if I'm honest.
And that goes to Craig. Yeah,
I
that
feel
goes to Craig.
Craig gets the default victory there.
By the way,
because-
what a sweetheart Craig was, huh?
lovely dude.
What a
Absolute
legend.
gem.
Craig, you're the best, man.
Yeah, thanks so much, Craig. It was so fun speaking to you because obviously, as you said, you don't know. You could have been a serial killer crazy person, but you were in fact a lovely dude.
Oh yeah.
So that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, thanks so much, man. That was
Yeah.
great. And again, if you want to be, if you would like to do the same thing, you can go see our Patreon for the details, all that good stuff. If you like us that much, but you don't have to, because listening is the best support there is.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Listening
money is
the
also
best.
good too.
That's better. That is better. So at the end of the show, and we have a few plugs.
Plug-it-eggs.
Ben, take us away. We've got some Kill Team events that we're going to
Yes.
shout out, and hopefully you can go to some of these events.
Speaking of awesome patrons, one of our Kill Team casuals or Wargaming casuals, casual Wargamers, what do we call ourselves?
Casual war gamers.
One of our casual Wargamers patrons.
Casual or die.
Goes casual or die, baby. It goes by the name of Lowbrow in the Battle Brothers server.
Yes.
And he is hosting a lovely Halloween themed kill team. There is a competitive tournament, I should say, hosting a kill team tournament. It's happening on August.
Presumably happening in October, right?
It's happening in October.
This
Lowbrow,
is-
sorry, my man.
Ooh, I'm just saying,
Boy,
Lowbrow,
without
next
Rhys-
time you need to come to me to do your plugs.
You probably should. So, lovely guy, Lowbrow. He is putting on him and his crew. They're called the Kill Team Cascadia. That's their name.
That sounds quite cool.
They are based in Oregon, in Kaiser, Oregon. I feel like anybody from Oregon is just cooler than me. Like if you're from like Portland or even just Oregon, you're like a pretty cool
Instant
person.
cool. That's
Yeah,
good.
so this is, I'll just read it off. Kill Team Cascadia is excited to announce their first competitive event, Kill Scream, at Sheev Palpatine Games in Kaiser, Oregon. I was going to give a thumbs down to Sheev Palpatine. I don't like that name for him. Was founded with the belief that community, but this sounds like a great game store. I'm the worst. Extending beyond the wargaming hobby. This will be a charity event with proceeds being donated to Mid-Valley Community Action and Oregon Food Banks. This is very cool.
Oh, wow. That's good.
The entry to the event is $15 and 5 cans of non-perishable food items, or $20. And pre-registration will require a $5 non-refundable deposit. So if you're in the Kaiser, Oregon area or the Oregon area, this is going to be a great event. They're going to have a narrative event as well as a competitive event, and it's all charity, baby. I love that. I love giving back. We're here at Casual Wargamers. That's our whole thing. We like being good to each other. We like being, nice and all that kind of stuff. And so I love this. This is very cool. So that's
Very cool.
the link. If you want accurate, legible information, it'll be in the description. Not for my.
Yes.
And then Russ, I believe you have another lovely event to plug.
We do. We have another US bound event. It is the New York Open. It's a Kill Team grand tournament and narrative event. So we got a little bit of narrative play and some competitive play as well. It is it's the first New York Open as well.
Wow.
It's a first in Portland. It's a first in New York.
In New York.
It is a 2-day event in Brooklyn featuring a grand tournament and, again, 2 narrative events. So it's Saturday and Sunday, November the 12th and 13th. It is happening in the green building, but probably best to get the information from the link.
Hey, it's not the blue building, not the red building.
Is it the orange building, Ben?
I don't think so. I think it's the green building.
I think you're correct. It is definitely happening and it is so it's 3 separate events during this weekend of gaming fun. Like I said, we have
whole weekend. Wow.
A whole weekend. It's a proper open. The event hall looks amazing. It's got, like I say, a 2-day, 2 narrative 1-day events, and like I say, a lovely competitive Kill Team event. So yeah, if you're in the Brooklyn area or you want to go to the Brooklyn area, this is a Kill Team event for you, hosted by the, I believe it's the Kill Team, the Rat's Nest is the podcast that they do. The Brooklyn Strategists, it's the guys from there, yeah. So that is another New
They're
York
okay at Kill Team, I hear. I hear they're like sort of okay at Kill Team.
Middling to okay. Low tier. It's a low tier group. Yeah, they're not like top 10.
We could probably show them a thing or two, I think.
Easy. I think we could take them. Take them.
I think so.
I
think we could. Yeah, I think we could
take him. Yeah, if I'm honest, if I like you running your all poxwalkers, me with my chaos cultists team. I think we've got him. I think
we should show them a thing or two. Yeah,
I think we shouldn't because that might be embarrassing for them.
Oh, I never want to do that.
They're meant to be like good players, so I think we should go easy on them. Maybe they would do okay. Maybe they would do okay.
Probably 1 or 2 of them would. Yeah, probably.
I'm not saying it would be like 12-0. I think they would get points on the board.
No, obviously.
I think they might get a couple of mission objectives.
Yeah, and we're not savages. We want the other person to have a good time while they lose. Yeah.
Obviously. Yeah. I mean, but that is the given.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Plugs all around. Plugs all around. There's a bunch of cool stuff happening for Kill Team, and we just want to tell you about it in case you want to go. So you know what? If you have some events going on and you want to get them to us, you can. We listen.
Fire over to Rhys.
We're all yes. Listen, we're all very busy, but we'll do our best. Okay, if you want to get an event on the podcast, go ahead and message Rhys. You can find him in the Battle Brothers Discord server
a couple of times,
and a couple
of messages
just to remind him. Yeah. You know how those Aussies are. You know how Aussies be.
I think the first
Aussies
message,
be sleeping. That's what they say about them.
They've been, and it's daylight saving, so they're all over the place. So I think the first message, send it nicely, and then the second 2 messages just be like,
ramp up the aggression,
and then just be like, still waiting, stuff like that, like passive aggressive. Like, I guess you haven't read this yet, even though I think you have. Stuff like that, just to get his attention.
A per my last message,
that's always good. Yeah, that's always good. The classic. I'm not sure if you read read the last message I sent, but it's still happening. I still want this promoted. Stuff like that.
Yep,
it's always good.
Reasonable, very reasonable. I think
Rhys, send it to Rhys.
Yep. He's the man.
He's the man.
He told us to tell you this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. As he was leaving, as he was forfeiting,
last thing he said,
"Hey guys, I forfeit. Don't forget to tell people to message me about events."
Yeah.
And then he left. So
not even just events. He just said message them. He lives off contact. As he was putting the belt down, he just said,
If you're feeling kind of down, Rhys is a really good encourager, and so
he's a good
I think he's a licensed therapist too. Actually,
I think he's got a couple of those kind of. I think he used to be a bartender, so he's got that classic empathy where you just you want to tell him your secrets.
Yep.
I think he spent a time as a missionary worker briefly.
You don't say.
Wow. No, I do. Wow. Yeah, and then basically the rest of it's just wizened in his 40 odd years of seasoned, chiseled good looks.
Wow.
That makes him a good listener. Plus, he
Real-
gets his
what a
ear
saint.
canals cleaned quite a lot, so he is literally
That
a good
helps.
listener.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
know those the candle things you like. Yeah, real saint he is.
Hot oil. Yeah.
Yep.
He once told me, he said, never put anything in your ear smaller than your little finger. It was an odd one. I live by it still because he's wise.
Wow.
Yeah.
We're real lucky to have that guy.
He's a
I
saint.
mean, he's not with us now because he forfeited, but
Well,
you know,
yeah,
we're
he's
lucky to
gone now. He's
occasionally have him
kicked.
around. Yeah.
When he deigns to turn up.
Right.
To the
When
podcast.
he's not, you know, on mission in the Congo
Yeah.
or, you know, in you know, somewhere in Europe, perhaps, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. War ravaged Sierra Leone, helping people out, that kind of stuff. He does a lot of good work. He does a lot of good work.
Actually, he was just on the coast here in Florida doing some cleanup work. Yeah, after the hurricanes came through. Yeah.
What a dude.
Yeah. I heard
What a
he
dude.
didn't stop by to visit, but I saw him on
a little bit
TV. Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
so. But
It's a little bit,
you know,
what? That's kind of off. I'm not gonna
Little
lie.
bit off.
I don't want to talk smack about the guy, but that's a real dick move.
I thought so too. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I don't want to say it. I don't want to be the one to say it. I feel better
What a
that you
piece of
said
trash. Yeah. In fact, you know what? I've gone right off him.
it. Oh,
Like
my
that.
goodness. You know what? Don't
scum.
message him.
You know, yeah.
You wouldn't even want to waste
No.
your time.
You don't want
Yeah.
you don't want to have to write his name. You don't have to do the @ and see his goddamn name popping up.
I
And
feel
then
like
just
I need some
Feels kinda
mouthwash
sick.
just from saying his
Yeah.
name so many times. I feel like I need some mouthwash. It's a bad
Like-
mouthfeel.
like a cotton mouth kind of thing. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
real bad mouthfeel. Well, thanks everybody for listening. This has been your favorite Kill Team Casuals podcast. We know it. You love it.
I don't know how much this is getting cut.
Oh no! Don't cut any of it. Don't cut any of it. Put it all in. And just put it all in.
The
Oh,
end of this podcast will be just like utter, just nothing. Yeah, okay, I'll leave it in. You know what? If you got to this part, you know that I've left it in because you've listened to it and you've been like, "What?
what
is
just
this?
happened?
What just happened to us?" This is what happens when Rhys isn't here.
Once Upon a Kill Team for the narrative side of things. Glass Half Dead for the all rounder. Kill Team Casuals. Not much proper content, but hilarious.
Not much proper content, but hello. I mean, that is it, isn't it?
He's not wrong. That's the thing. He's not wrong. All right, guys. And like we do in every podcast, we read a 5-star review because if you leave a 5-star review, we will eventually read it on this podcast. And we have a very special one today. And Russ, you're going to like this. I don't know. I know you haven't seen this, but I just have a feeling that you're going to love this.
You know it. You know I'm going to like it.
I know you're going to love it. I just know you. I know Russ. And so this is a riddle. This is a Legions of Russ.
Oh,
and guess
Legions
what?
of Russ review.
I don't know the answer to it. So, listen, I'm going to read this out loud, and then Russ, I'm so sorry. Don't kill me. Russ, you will put this on screen. And then if you solve it or think you solve it, comment below.
That's cool. Yeah, put in the comments what you think this review is and be kind.
Yes. Be kind. Not to Rhys, but to us. Be kind.
No, yeah. It
You
might
be as
a-
mean as you want to Rhys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rhys, do you want... See, he doesn't care.
Not here. Yep.
Yeah,
She doesn't
couldn't
even
be
care.
bothered.
Yep. Wow.
Lazy.
Something about a job. Something about paying his bills.
What a loser.
You know, whatever. Gentlemen. Gentlemen, below, please find my honest review of the Kill Team Casuals podcast. Here it is. The two people's instant attraction of the Gandalf's big stick is designation for the largest ship of the line. Not beauty, but war and games come together like pods in a pea, mixing in a cast. Life and hobby coexist. Via Muscle Monty on Apple Podcasts from the United States of America. Dated September 30th.
Is this all still
2022.
part of it?
Yeah. Yes. So who knows what that means?
Ooh.
I'm just gonna be honest, guys.
Got a
I've
couple of words, but that's
I'm on a big miss this last week. I demolished. This week I really swing and a miss. Yeah.
You
So
got close. You got a kissing cousin.
I did get very close. Yeah. I got close to kissing my cousin. Yeah. And
Unrelated
so,
to Legions of
yeah,
Russ.
completely unrelated. Yeah. So there, thank you, Muscle Monty, for that. And if you think you know it, please comment below.
Yeah.
And then Muscle Monty, if you hear this, I guess send one of us the answer so we'll know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
Matt-
you could wait Yeah, give it a bit of time, and if someone guesses it correctly, I mean, we're now asking you to check our comments. if you're up,
however you want to do it, Muscle Monty.
Yeah.
However, it's your prerogative. But that's the show, isn't it, Russ? That's the show.
Yeah, that's the show. That's
the darn show.
It's the whole kit and caboodle, as they
truly
say.
Is. Yep.
It's been a one. It's been a show
it's been a podcast.
It's been a podcast. Fact. It's been a day of firsts. We've had our first guest. Our first guest on Legions of Russ, Craig the Legionary. What a legend. We've had our first shout out, our first plug segment. That was
That's nice.
I'm not sure there's much more we can do. I think
that's
we've
the
finished.
show.
I think that's
the show. Yep. I don't think we need to record another podcast ever. I think we've solved
we've
podcasting.
Pretty much done everything. All the questions have been answered. Appreciate it. It's been nice. It's been something.
It's been a podcast.
And now it's nothing. Thank you so much if you made it to the end of the podcast, and an absolutely huge shout out to our patrons who help us continue with the podcast and keep the lights on. Thank you Kill Team Ken, Roscoe88, Red Panda, Justin Kung, TS Freebooter, Vulture B, Average Joe 27, OLMXD, Craig Lincoln, the man who was just on Legions of Russ, George, Alan Chapman, Hillocks, Swanky Mofo, Stooge Sitco, Admiral Rudy, Austin Knight, S'mores and Bacon, Joseph Calamars, Michael Richards, and Gordon Ballantyne, you absolute legends.